Hey guys, Zettia here with another World of Warships Ship Spotlight brought to you by thematani.com. Today we're going to take a look at the mighty Izumo. Some hate it, some love it. But before we dive into that, I want to thank all of you who are fans and have been watching since the beginning. A fan of ours reached out to me, Allison Lee, who's cruising along in the destroyer right next to me. Without you guys, couldn't do this. Thanks again, and enjoy it. This is a different sort of ship spotlight for us. We're going to be going off the cusp here, kind of just talking as we go along, a little bit different, mainly because we're looking at a ship that doesn't have a whole lot of historical significance, but we'll go ahead and go into kind of the design of the building while we're jumping into battle. First, we're going to take a look at the loadout in which I run the Izumo, which is different than some, but it is definitely an option. I don't go for range. I actually go for the secondaries. The main batteries are fun. They do a lot of damage. They're fairly accurate, but I just love coming around a corner, having a cruiser there, and all of a sudden you've got basically a cruiser worth of secondaries firing at him. And then every now and then you get a couple citadels on him and just annihilate them. So how do you get the secondaries to fire so long? Well, the ship's got stock secondaries of, I believe it's somewhere around 7 kilometers. So what I went ahead and did was went into the secondary armaments and looked at all the modules that I could to extend the range. So the big one is going to be secondary battery modification 2. That gives you the increased firing range as well as decreased dispersion, so it makes you a lot more accurate. I went into my captain skills, and a couple of things that I did on the captain skills. Yes, this is a tier 5 captain already. The main ones are going to be the basic firing training. That helps a lot with the reload time, but also increases your AA. That's kind of important on this, considering the Izumo doesn't have a whole lot of AA. The next one I do is the advanced firing training, and that's at the fourth level. And then the last thing I do is maneuver or manual fire control for secondary armaments. All these combined put you up to right around the 10 kilometer range. The last thing I do is I go to the exterior, and there is a flag in here, a very important one. I believe it's this one right here. Yes, the Mikey Yankee Sock 6, whatever that means. I'm not very good with pronouncing words. But anyways, that increases your secondary firing range, decreases your dispersion, and it does decrease your loading time. It's pretty easy to keep this flag coming in as long as you are actually trying to play the close combat game. So let's jump into a battle and see where we go from there. Alright, so let's dive into battle here. Let's take a look. We got the couple tier 10s in here, pretty much 9s and 8s. It should be a pretty decent battle. We got to be careful. Those Iowas are very long range compared to us, so got to get into the battle pretty quickly. I'm going to push down towards C. There's quite a few little islands I can use for cover, and that will allow me to get close to the Iowas so I can bring my secondaries to bear on them. The Izumo, and the reason why we're doing this kind of off the cusp and playing a little bit of the game is there's not a lot of history behind it. Pretty much it was designed by the same guy who made the Miyoku, the Fubuki, and the Yabari, but it was never accepted by the Japanese Navy. They decided to go with the Yamato instead, a more traditional battleship style, mainly because she's got bigger guns overall. It would be quite interesting if the Izumo did go into production. The only other real battleship that was like her was the Nelson class by England. But the reason why they went with the traditional battleship is because the hybrid, where you're getting aircraft with it, was not a real popular design at the time, and they wanted to go for something that was more stout, so to speak. So as we cruise in here, we're going to take a look at the secondaries that it has. It's got amazing lineup. They will do a ton of damage if you use them appropriately. You do have to be careful again because when you're that close, you got to make sure that you're not leaving your citadel exposed. Angles on this ship are very, very, very important. A lot of times you're going to bring your front 2 guns to bear and the second one will not. That's kind of the trick with this ship, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like it, which is they try and bring all of their guns to bear at once, and that puts an inappropriate angle on the ship, and it basically exposes more of your citadel, so you can't really allow as many shots to ricochet. So I see the Iowa here. The Baltimore's looking a little bit closer, and I know I can tear the Baltimore up. I don't know which direction I want to go exactly because there's all 3 Iowas. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and just use these islands as cover and kind of make a decision here as they approach. Okay, yeah, gonna definitely start turning hard here. I think we're gonna go in for the Baltimore there. We're gonna watch that North Carolina. He's kind of got our broadside to him a little bit, so we gotta watch out where he goes from. I think we'll be able to get some shots on the Baltimore in between these islands here, bringing around the mains. Very important to make sure that you are actually planning ahead of time. The guns traverse very, very, very slow, as you can see. And a friendly runs into me. Yay, you're the most maneuverable ship in the game, and you run into me. Thank you. Good job, destroyers. Then again, I did change direction on him, but I mean, still. Anyways, yeah, that Baltimore's definitely going to give us an opportunity to shoot at him. Come on, just a little bit faster. Now, I don't have the propulsion mod upgrade on here, and I do not have the range mod. I kind of wanted to save money. In fact, I actually just went right up to hull C. I free XP'd up to the better hull. The entry level... Oh, let's see. Citadel. Nope, nothing. The entry level hull is quite a pain to play with, but once you get into this one... And now you can see the secondaries have activated, and they are going crazy. That Baltimore's eating it not only from me, but from everyone else. Yeah, see, those are all my secondaries flying in on him, so just adds up so quickly. And if you do a good job with your secondaries, they can get 20 to 30,000 damage for you. I mean, that's a ton of damage. And the Baltimore's gone. That's that. Let's take a no, blocked. Might get a shot at this Iowa. Oop, there's a DD up in front of us up here. We're gonna have to watch out for him. Of course, noticed it right as his torps were coming in. The change of direction, or the speed, I should say, probably helped us not get hit by those. And, oh, I see Benson, more DD. Wow, I really got lucky. I just skirted both of those, and there's a North Carolina in front of us. So he is firing at us. We're going to go ahead and take care of him. We might actually get a nice chance for secondary engagements here. Now, this is what I'm going to talk about as far as angling your armor. I'm going to keep use my front 2 guns mostly, and keep a very strong angle at them for as long. What was that? For as long as I can, and see what I could do. I hope that DD's not in that smoke screen. After he fires, I tend to bring my bow forward, or sorry, to the right a little bit, so I can get that other gun on him, and then swing back to point directly at him. Actually, I'm going to take a full hitch. I'm a little worried about that DD here, so I'm going to try and turn my boat all the way. Got to make sure that thing doesn't launch torps, because that could change the game between me and the North Carolina here. And North Carolina's not looking at me, so I assume I was hidden by the DD smoke as well. He's going to get a little surprise here. Oh, not as good as I would hope, but the secondaries are on him, and that is the important thing. It will light him on fire, it'll cause him to panic and cause confusion, because he is just getting rained on. And now he sees me, his shots are coming in, and as soon as they come in, I think I'm going to turn back towards him so I don't run out of secondary range, considering they're 10.6 kilometers, and I don't want to decrease that range. Now, he's doing the smart thing. He's got his bow towards me, so I do as little damage as possible. So I really got to rely on those secondaries to light them up and take it to him. But as you can see, the secondaries are just adding up and adding up. It looks like I got a DD to help me, and I got 2 other battleships behind me. So looks like that DD was over on the side there and got away from us a little. Come on. Let's see. Is Montana going to eat some torps? Nope. Our DD was off. Oh, got to speed up. Make sure we don't get hit by those torps. Cranked it back up to full. I think we're going to go ahead and outrun those just fine. A little bit of fire. Not a big deal. It's probably coming from the Montana's secondaries, because I think I'm within his range. Not Montana. Wow, North Carolina's secondaries. I think I'm within his range now. And he is going to turn and give me a Citadel, hopefully. Man, nothing. He took a chunk out of me. So now it's decision time. I got this island right in front of me. I'm not sure which way I want to go. I don't want to bring my guns fully around. I'm going to keep my angled armor on him. Yep, that was the best decision because he did not penetrate me very hard. That sounded pretty bad, but anyways. Moving on, North Carolina is about to eat it here. He's taken the brunt of a bunch of ships, probably 2 battleships, myself, and the DD. And secondaries, look at that, 89 secondary hits, 90, 100, 101, and he's dead. We got him. 101 secondary hits on that guy, probably more. That's what I'm talking about as far as this being a brawler, a close-up battle ship. It really is a lot of fun to play it that way. So if you can play aggressively like that, it's just all the difference in the world. I thoroughly enjoyed the ship. A match before this one, I actually got into a close combat battle with a Montana, so close that I don't think a destroyer could have gotten in between the two of us. I did have a little bit of help from a sister Montana, but still, I mean, I approached him, angled armor, and then we got right next to each other, and we were just broadsiding each other back and forth. No one could get a citadel, but secondaries. I mean, him and we both died, obviously, because it was just a slugfest. But we were both laughing in local about how much fun that was. And I think it's something that you can do. And we're gonna swing back and get this DD here. Something you can really do to bring just a different aspect to the game. So there's that Kogiro. Put my secondaries on it. They should be able to loft over the island. And as soon as they see him again, yep, good. His torps went out, so now I don't have to be as cautious, and I can steam in a little bit more aggressively. Want to nuke those destroyers. One thing I've found, it's amazing. This ship is actually really good at killing destroyers. Some people say the shell grouping is dispersion's pretty bad. I haven't found that to be the case. In matches, 2-3 destroyers, man, easy. Because they come after you, they get within your secondaries light them up, and then you throw a volley of your primaries at them, and they die. They just melt. I've gotten a few good games from other players because my ability to nuke some destroyers. So, okay, as soon as he comes out of his smoke, I'm gonna zoom in here and see if I can find out where he's firing from, and see if we can maybe get a lucky volley in. Okay, and of course he doesn't fire. Now that we've zoomed in, he stops firing. Where is he? And of course, now that we zoomed out, he did start firing again. Okay, give me some more shots. Come on, where are you? There he is. And nothing. It was worth a shot, though. There might be another destroyer there. Or is this guy hauling? But no, there's 2 destroyers. That's not good, so I got to start turning away because I think they're probably going to be torps in the water. Okay, there's the Kogiro. Let's get rid of him. Let's delete him, as people say. And, someone else deleted him right as I wanted to get secondary shots for you. Wonderful. It's going to show you the beautiful secondaries firing. It's awesome just sitting behind the wheel and just hearing those things going off. And, okay, where's that other DD? It's Montana. Montana's almost dead. Oh no, that's it for me. As you guys know, that's way too many torps for me to fend off. Let me see what I can do. Maybe I can get a last-minute shot on him. And got him. Nice. And I just ate all of his torps. Well, that's it for that match. It looks like we're actually going to win this. I will hang around. I don't think there's anything exciting that's going to happen. That Montana's just about dead, and that leaves 1 destroyer. So, but yeah, my opinion overall, the Izumo, it's a great ship. I mean, the entry level tiers are really rough. So I tell you to free XP out of them as quickly as you can. There is no question about it. I don't do the engine upgrade. I didn't do the fire control upgrade. But I'm right now sitting at about 200 and I think 10,000 XP on it, and just rolling right along. Going to be getting into Yamato here very shortly on my actual main account, not a media account. So Looking forward to this. Did also want to give a shout out to all of you guys who do watch and or follow us. Appreciate it, and I really like doing this series for you guys. We're going to try and do a few more like this. If you want to join me, please feel free to join me anytime. My in-game name is JDogSD1. You can find me that way, and give me a friend request, join the game, and as I said, I'll play with you guys. Playing with a couple other people right now that have met up with me in game. So we're going to take a look at the match as soon as it ends here. We're going to see how we ended up doing overall. I love the new camera mode. Sorry if you guys are getting dizzy. It's just kind of fun to play with. Anyways, we'll fade out and then pop right back in. Alright guys, that's the end of that match. 4,332 XP, 217 free XP, and then almost 340,000, what do you call it, credits. Anyways, we got in within the top 5, so we did pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. With this ship, I get up in usually the top 4 or 5 on a regular basis. Let's take a look at the detailed report. So the big thing, look at that secondaries. 137 hits for 17,000 damage. I mean, that's huge. That's almost half the main batteries. So, again, if you set the ship up in the secondary mode, it's really, really fun to play. The credits and XP, let's take a look at those. So credits and XP, look at that. 189,000, that's made. So if you're doing premium and you're doing all the right flags, you're going to make money with this ship. It's a really, really fun ship. As I said, I liked it a lot. I know a lot of players don't. We're going to jump back into port here. Just want to say thanks again for watching. Well guys, that wraps up this edition of Ship Spotlight. I hope you enjoyed taking this unique look at the battleship Izumo. As always, don't forget to head over to thematani.com for the latest in gaming, news, articles, and entertainment. Thanks again, enjoy the grind, and have a great day.